Hi everyone, I'm Kelly. Welcome back into the channel. Today we're going to be playing another episode of Mass Effect 2. So last episode we finished up Jack's loyalty mission and we also went on a super scary side quest. It was emotional, it was intense, it was deep, and we ended letting Jack blow up the area that she was being tested on as a kid. And we uncovered some secrets about how things were being dealt with there, and that Jack was the main priority and all the other kids that were brought into the camp were just guinea pigs for Jack, essentially. I hope that now that all of that is gone and she was able to press the button herself on the way out and blow up the entire area, I think that there is a lot more learning and soul searching that Jack needs to do in order to be a little less angry about things, if that is ever going to be the case for her. I think she's just one of those hardened people that will forever live with some of the ghosts of her past, but there is a little less weight on her shoulders after completing her loyalty mission and everything that we went through in those last moments with her. So today we're going to be doing Jacob's mission, and it is one that I am actually secretly excited for. Jacob has been kind of like an up and down character for me. I started off Mass Effect 2 really liking Jacob a lot. He was the only one, the first one, that was super open with us about the fact that Cerberus is the one that was keeping us alive. Like right out of the gates, our second conversation with him, he brought us aside in the middle of a fight and was like, hey, I need to tell you something. This is Cerberus. Before you find out yourself, he was super open with us. It was something that I really grew to appreciate. Then as time goes on, Jacob is onboarding people as we onboard them, and he got a little spicy with Tally. He got a little spicy with Thane, and I think after that, and after the game kind of forced relationship on us a bit there for a while, I kind of drifted away from liking Jacob. It's no fault of his own. I think that the writers could have done a little bit of a better job with how he reacted to people on board and not forcing such a strong relation with him right off the bat. All of that to say, I am looking forward to Jacob's mission today. I did hear from the comments section that Jacob's loyalty mission is actually one of the better ones that are written, so there's a lot of mystery into it. There's a lot of lore, I think, that's gonna go into it. So I am very excited to get started today and head out with Jacob and see what the heck is going on with his father's old ship. I told you guys this before, but I have a sneaking suspicion that it could just be a trap for us, but we're gonna find out today. So without further ado, let's go.
I hope we can clear up what's going on with the Gernsback, Commander. Doubt my father's alive after all this time. Was there anything else? Just eager to get going.
I want to talk about you. Opinion of the crew. Service after the Alliance. What's his opinion of the crew now? Is it still an old answer?
What do you think of the state of the crew?
Yeah. Unless all distractions are removed, loyalty to the mission will suffer. Run this team through hell, and all we're getting is burned. Anything else, Commander?
I'm more interested in just talking for a bit.
Oh, no.
Ready? I'm not big on forcing these talks, Shepard. Let's do this later.
Okay.
We'll talk later.
Commander.
Okay. You guys already know how I feel about that, so let's just not talk about it anymore. 10 years ago, Jacob's father disappeared along with the Hugo Gernsback, the privately held frigate on which he served as first officer. Last week, the ship's beacon sent out a distress call reporting a crash on the planet Aeia. Jacob would like to investigate. All right, so we're going to Aeia in the Alpha Draconis system in the Rosetta Nebula. I'm very interested to see what's about to go down with this. All right, so I think we need to go back to the mass relay. I don't even know where we are right now. Oh, we were doing that like side quest. I was like, how did we get over here? All right, so let's take the mass relay. Jacob. There we go. Ooh, this one's pretty. Mizraim. There is no remaining trace of the civilization from Joab on Mizraim itself, but debris orbiting the planet indicates that artificial satellites were once in place before being destroyed. Interesting.
Fuel reserves at 50%.
$2175 Aeia. Why is it called 2175?
I have detected an anomaly.
Named after an Asari scientist, this remote planet appears to have been on the list of forbidden mass relays that led to uncharted space. The little data available comes from one far-off probe flyby that reports 2 planets orbiting a white dwarf star. Your own scans yield far more interesting results. The planet is within the habitable zone of the star. It has oceans of liquid water and a thin nitrogen-oxygen atmosphere consistent with carbon-based plant life. It is possible that this is an Asari yet unexplored garden world. This is an as yet unexplored. Oh, okay. I was like, an Asari yet. What does that mean? I just made that up. An as yet unexplored garden world. Sounds interesting.
Launched. Scans have found something.
Named after... Oh, okay. So we can just land there now. I think I'm going to scan this planet real quick. It's rich, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then we'll land. So I think for Jacob's mission, I'm kind of going with, like, Thane on this one. It was a tie-up between, mentally for me, Miranda and Thane. So Miranda, I think, would make a good teammate for this one because they were working together. I'm not really sure if they were friends beforehand. They never really elaborate on that too much. But Thane has this father-son relationship thing that's going on with him. And Jacob also mentions quite a few times that his father was not really there's a bit of a struggle. There's a relationship struggle with that as well. So I think I'm actually gonna go with Thane on this one. I was gonna bring Miranda, but yeah, I'd be interested to see if there's anything interesting that Thane can add to this conversation. I do want to take a look at guns real quick. Ooh, jungle world. It's like Jurassic Park. Look at the planets in the background. Or maybe those are moons.
I have run a scan of the ship. I detect no life signs, but there may be useful technology or information still inside.
Okay.
Known as the Krog, choked by the hypergrowth.
Wait. I'm having a brainurism. Where are we?
Humans detected Aeia as an Earth-type world via telemetry in 2165. After probe surveys indicated life, lush vegetation, ample fresh water, and breathable air, the Alliance upgraded the planet to a garden world colonization priority. Commanded by Captain Ronald Taylor, the crew of Alliance survey vessel Hugo Gernsback made planetfall on the jungle world in 2173. Soon after, ship transmissions inexplicably stopped. While the precise fate of the Hugo Gernsback command and crew is unknown, they are presumed killed in action and their vessel destroyed.
After all this time, 2173. And what year is it right now?
What year is it?
It was brand new.
2185. Yeah, 2185 is what year it is right now.
Humans detected Aeia
Yeah,
as
more
an
than 10
Earth-type
years
world
ago.
via-
More than 10 years have passed. That's crazy to think that they're still here. And why would they just now? I mean, unless it took them 10 years to get a distress beacon out, but why would it take them that long? I don't know. I get a fishy feeling around here. It does feel like we're in Jurassic Park right now, though. I'm waiting for a dinosaur to pop out. All right. What's up there? Oh, it's just like the water crashing.
There it is, and mostly intact. They could have survived impact, but it's been years.
Yeah, it's been a long time. What was that? What is that?
Looks like it was stripped after the crash. They'd have tried to get a beacon up as soon as possible.
Yeah, my thoughts exactly. It wouldn't have taken them this long to get a beacon, right?
Along with us anymore. We've done horrible things to the crew. The conditions they're in, they don't understand what we're doing to them. Distract them for 2 seconds and they forget what you did before the bruises show. It's got to stop. I'm talking to the others as soon as...
What?
Along with us anymore. We've done horrible things to the crew. The conditions they're in, they don't understand what we're doing to them. Distract them for 2 seconds and they forget what you did before the bruises show. It's got to stop. I'm talking to the others as soon as...
What was happening here?
Repeat, toxology alert. Danger of rapid neural decay. Local flora chemically incompatible with human physiology. Override. Beacon resumed. Pause time, 8 years, 237 days, 7 hours.
From the look of it, this beacon's been here a while. Why would they wait years to see?
Yeah.
Pause in beacon protocol. 8 years, 237 days, 7 hours. Pause is recorded as record deleted by Acting Captain Ronald Taylor.
That's not right. My father was first officer.
Ronald Taylor was promoted under emergency command protocols. Other flagged issues: unsafe deceleration, local food and neural decay, beacon activation protocols.
What?
Who is in command of this ship? Where are the survivors?
Captain Harris Fairchild reported killed following unscheduled suborbital descent. First Officer Ronald Taylor promoted in-field to acting captain.
But where is he now?
The location of the remaining crew of the Hugo Gernsback is unknown. This beacon has been unattended for several maintenance cycles.
What's going on here? Is it like that crazy story where like you get washed up on shore somewhere and then like weird things start to happen on the island? I'm kind of creeped out.
I assume unsafe deceleration refers to the crash. Give me the details.
Following an unspecified impact and sublight drive failure, the Hugo Gernsback made an unscheduled descent at 465% of theoretical recommended suborbital velocity. The Hugo Gernsback then decelerated at 782% of theoretical recommended approach velocity, sustaining significant damage to investment and crew.
Jeez. Yeah, about the local food.
Local food impairs brain functions? What are the effects?
Impairment of mental function due to chemical imbalance begins within 7 days of ingesting local flora, regardless of decontamination or preparation. Impact on higher cognitive abilities and long-term memory is cumulative, but significant within a standard month. It is not known if neural decay is permanent. Data collection was not completed.
So it was making them crazy? The food? And they probably ate the food because they didn't have any other choice. This is bad.
Why wasn't the beacon activated before now?
This emergency beacon became functional after 358 days, 12 hours, following the unscheduled suborbital descent of the Hugo Gernsback. Activation was triggered remotely after 8 years, 237 days, 7 hours, on the authority of Acting Captain Ronald Taylor. Pause in beacon protocol is recorded as record deleted.
Someone did this to them. Someone... If the beacon was paused prior to the descent, it was definitely a setup.
Come on, let's get going.
Let's check the ship. My father had the beacon for almost 9 years. Maybe that neural decay affected him.
I doubt that ship carried 10 years worth of food.
Yeah, they had to have eaten stuff out here. But that doesn't answer for why the beacon was put off until now. I'm just gonna take a little quick peek over here real quick and see if I find anything.
You came from
My
the
God.
sky? The leader said someone would come. He delayed for so long, but he still has power.
What?
Some have lost faith. The hunters. They will have seen your star. They will not let you help him.
She's crazy.
What are you talking about? You're not making sense.
I don't remember how to say it. He's our leader and we serve so we can go home. But some want to fight him. They were cast out. He exiled them. So they hunt his machines and those who help him. They don't believe that rescue will come.
Watch out!
Hunters, they won't stop until the leader is dead.
Kill them! Agents of the liar! He will not escape!
Everyone's gone bonkers here. Oh, I feel so bad killing these people. They're not of their right mind. This feels really, really wrong. I feel like they're not of their right sound mind right now. Oh, this seems terrible.
Open fire!
Whoa, what was that?
Grab them!
Is Thane down? We should probably get Thane back up soon. This is wild. I don't know what's happening. Thane, what a... Oh, Jacob died too? What the heck? What's up with my crew? Can they get back up now?
Neural decay doesn't quite cover the reality of it.
My father wouldn't let this go on. Something is very wrong.
Yeah, something is super, super weird. I definitely agree. I feel like we should go back onto the ship. I don't know what is up here or like if I'm supposed to not be going this way first, but let's go on the ship first. I need to not be pushing ahead.
You killed them, but there are more every day. They want to fight, but I just want to go home.
She's lost it. We need to find someone who can make sense of this.
Yeah, we need to talk to somebody. Let's go on the ship real quick and see if we can find something. I'm guessing we'll have to come back out here eventually, maybe. But let's go see what's happening up in here. They've all lost it. Like, they're all, like, mentally not okay.
What was her name? Sarah? Suzanne? My God, I can't remember. I can't remember her face. We need to get out. So I can remember. Can think straight. They have to hurry.
Nobody eat anything that is on this ship or outside. Don't ingest a single thing. I feel like it has to be the local flora that caused this to happen. There's no, I mean, there's no other explanation except like it is super, super strange that they shut down the distress beacon prior to everything happening. Who would want this for their crew?
After a crash, you can't expect the luxury of due process, but this isn't a military ship. Just bumping the command line up a notch doesn't work. Captain Fairchild knew this crew. His replacement doesn't command the same level of respect. I'm hoping the man has it in him, but I don't.
Oh, they're talking smack about your father. Alright, so that's everything in here? For serious? Can I jump this? Okay. Yep, I guess that's it. Unless I can go this way. Nope. This is wild. All right, so let's keep going this way. We already kind of like pushed through this area over here by accident. I just thought like we would be able to explore more of the ship. It's huge. And I didn't want to miss out on any like loot over here. So my little like loot goblin self came out and was like, oh, there's stuff over there. Let's go see if there's any stuff we can take. All right. Stripped mech.
Strip for parts. Tech's wearing out. Those hunters must be laying on the pressure.
What is that? What is that?
Is that a settlement? They'd better be friendlier than the beach group. I need answers.
Yeah, hopefully they're friendlier.
They have the same uniform as our attackers. Definitely not as aggressive, though.
Yeah, they're all female.
There aren't any men here. Maybe it affects genders differently. Makes males get violent.
Possibly. But the female on the beach said the exiled ones came back as hunters.
It doesn't matter right now. One of these people must know what my father has to do with this.
You have his face. He promised to call the sky, but he sends nothing.
He forced us to eat. To decay. You are cursed with his face.
That's not a good sign.
Not the best reaction to the family resemblance, Jacob.
Why would my father force his crew to eat toxic food? Whatever's happening here needs to stop.
I'm trying to think back about what Jacob told me about his father. It's been such a long time that I can't remember the relationship. I just remember it being strained and him being like, no, but I still look up to my father because of who he is. But him struggling with the emotional aspect of being around his father. Maybe his father just wanted more power. And he wasn't getting it from the main guy in charge. And maybe he got angsty and set a plot to have everyone come here, and in order to make them behave and be under his wing, he was feeding them toxic food. That's a lot of plotting. Whoever did this knew what they were doing up into the moment of setting a course for an area where toxic food that affects people's neural impairment happens. Like, it's just, it was so premeditated.
Look at these spoiled food stores. They've been eating only that toxic local food for who knows how long. Like that wasn't obvious enough.
So there's food sources that aren't even touched. They're eating the local fauna instead. That's awful. What the hell?
Go away. You are like him. You will keep us here.
I can't talk to you. I don't want punishing.
What the heck?
The hunters will kill you. They fight because he exiled them and waited too long.
He is bad. He has a bad face like the other. Like him. You'll hurt me.
Where is this guy?
He keeps us, protects us, and we please him like he demands.
What is happening?
What the hell? Somebody had to push them to make that. That's borderline worship.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing looking up in here. What does that resemble? A cross, I guess. Oh, it's sick. Alright, I think there was more people over here. Oh, it was like a fire pit. PDA.
Your captain demands obedience.
Wow! That scared me. Is that one dead too?
Even Terminus pirate clans rarely kill their own crew to enforce discipline.
Well, that would make them hate him. Maybe it was just for defense.
Needs to get to the bottom of what's going on here.
Please, here. You could end it. You have his face. But you fight his machines. You might stop this. This, I forget how to read. But this was the start.
Forget how
What
to
he
read?
promised and what they did to us. We need the sky. Take us back to the sky.
What is this?
Jacob, what does it say?
It's a crew logbook. Some of them thought the beacon repair was taking too long. They were afraid they'd run out of supplies and lose their minds to the decay. My father restricted the ship food for himself and the other officers so they wouldn't be affected. Everybody else had to eat the toxic food and hope for treatment later. The rest is a casualty list. A few mutinied over the decision. My father and his officers turned the mechs on them.
I'm so, like, I am, like, thinking about all the possibilities that could have happened. I don't know if his father is capable of premeditating this, but that is not, like, that whole, like, premeditation is not coming out of my mind. It doesn't sound like he cracked. It's not like something else had to have happened that led up to everything that's going on here. And from a commanding officer's standpoint, it kind of makes sense that, like, the crewmates, the main people in charge, would be eating the food that is not making everyone go crazy. And they're like, all right, just for the time being, like, you eat the local flora, you're gonna go a little bit crazy, but it's gonna be fine. At least you're nourished. Like, in a weird, messed up sort of scenario, that kind of makes sense to me. I just can't get over the fact that this was premeditated. It doesn't explain the last 10 years.
The beacon was fixed after a year, so the plan must have worked. Why no signal?
Yeah.
Those weren't the last entries on the casualty list. More incidents, harsh punishments. It's like they're cattle or toys. In a year, all the male crew members are flagged as exiled or dead. They separated out the women, assigned them to officers. Pets.
What?
And after the beacon is fixed, the officers appear in the casualties too. After. My father took control and didn't stop it.
Does this make any sense to you, though? Like, who is your father?
Anything in there about whether the effects of the toxic food can be treated?
Nothing. But it seems like the right call. If everyone gets it, who's left to fix the beacon? You'd never get out. But they did fix it. The signal wasn't sent until now. I'm starting to see why.
Well, can you elaborate? Because I don't understand.
Does it say why he separated the men and women? Or is it as bad as it seems?
No, it turns to gibberish. Maybe the men got violent early on, but from the state of this place, I'd say the Hunter thing is recent. What he allowed here, Shepard, I don't see any justification.
We haven't seen any other officers. He killed them?
There were 5 after the crash. Medical, engineering, bridge staff. Should have had no problem fixing the beacon and keeping people safe. All killed within the same week. About a month after the beacon was repaired.
I want to ask him this one thing again, because he says that it makes sense to him, and I'm not understanding
Anything in there
still.
about whether the effects of the toxic food can be treated?
Nothing. But it seems like the right call. If everyone gets it, who's left to fix the beacon? You'd never get out. But they did fix it. And the signal wasn't sent until now. I'm starting to see why.
Because his father's running out of, like, normal food, or I don't understand. So why did he signal now? Yeah, does this make sense to you? Can you elaborate, please?
Do you see an explanation for this? He's your father.
Is he? None of this fits. Maybe the initial decision, but the rest? Abuse of power doesn't get any clearer than this. I need to find this man.
Okay. So we need to go find him. I feel like this is just super, super weird. Inactive mech set to explode. Alright, so we need to explode this thing to open this gate. The only reason why I can think they would do the beacon now is because he's running out of food himself. So he doesn't want to go crazy. And like thinking back about Jacob and when he talked about his father, he did say that he really likes to...
God damn it, it's really him. Just got free. He's covering his ass.
Yeah, for sure. There's no shot that he just now got free.
The post corpse looks like it's been here years, like a warning. These others, maybe a month.
The hunters started fighting back.
Jeez. We need to talk to this guy. My mind hurts. My brain hurts. Oh!
He had plenty of choices.
Yeah, he definitely did. That is a poor excuse. What the heck was that? Why was he crawling like that? That was really creepy. There's more over here.
Taking fire.
Specialized ammunition.
Oh my gosh, I almost just shot Jacob in the head. Alright, let me see if there's anything over here real quick.
Amon Kira revealed them.
Warning, hostile forces non-standard ammunition.
Target down!
Alright, was that everyone? Nope, there's still more.
Backup systems engaged.
What? Then
he had his fun, and now he wants out. Son of a bitch.
yeah, I don't know. Then call your mechs off of us, dude. Where were those salvage parts? Did I actually pick them up? Oh, they're right here.
What's
heavy
this?
pistol. Okay. Yeah, then he would call his mechs off. Why is he still sending mechs after us if he's so innocent? This is very strange.
Charge him up! Gravity's one need for the
Is that one still alive? I think it's dead now. Man, I'm like always a little bit high today. I cannot get my headshots in. I blame this new keyboard. I'm still trying to get used to it. It's still like taking a little bit of time to get used to.
This thing is not my father.
That's a good point. Yeah, like this thing is not my father. Maybe he's just lost it. I don't know. People get dementia. Seems very strange.
Shields have failed.
Uh-oh. There's a big old mech over there.
Have a nice trip.
He's almost dead. There we go.
Enough with the toys. I need to look my father in the eye and hear him justify this.
I don't know if you're gonna get any answers that you actually want to hear. How would you justify any of this? Be like, I wanted all the power. I separated women from men. I murdered all of the men. Like, it's just, it's so bad. It's so messed up. Like I was saying before, like, I feel like when I talked to Jacob last time, he said that his relationship with his dad was always strained because he always looked at him as like an authoritative figure. So I don't know. I don't really know what he's capable of. Seems like a lot. Is that him?
You're here. I knew a real squad would blow through just fine. Sorry if the mech scuffed your pads. I'll get you something nice when we get back to Alliance space. I've got to have some back pay coming.
What about your crew, acting captain?
Total loss. The toxic food turned them wild. They propped me up here in some kind of ritual behavior. Waiting for a chance to signal has been hell.
That's the best you can do?
You let all your people talk back like that? Who are you exactly?
The only thing that is keeping me from believing him is the premeditativeness of everything. I'm Shepard, you know Jacob. How do you not recognize your own son?
Commander Shepard of the Normandy. I believe you are acquainted with Mr. Taylor.
Taylor? Jacob? No, not Jacob.
Why not me? Would 10 years of this look better to anyone else in the galaxy?
You have to understand, this isn't me. The realities of command, they change you. I wasn't ready for that. I made sure you were taught right. Before I left, I hoped to leave it at that.
I made sure you were taught right before I left. I had hoped to leave it at that. That's pretty much sums up that he knew he was gonna be here for a while. A decade? Why?
I'm not unreasonable, Captain, but 10 years?
Yeah.
What happened?
God damn it! Why did you do this to your crew?
Who's that?
There was resistance to the plan. Mutiny. We had to take a hard line to keep order. And things settled down. As the decay set in, we made sure the crew were comfortable. Some even seemed happier. Ignorance is bliss, right? And they were grateful for guidance, like an instinct. Pure authority was easy, at first. Months in, the effect lowered inhibitions. They got territorial. Rank, protocol, they couldn't understand. We had to establish dominance. After a while, the perks seemed normal.
That's it? You created a harem and played king? 10 years in a juvenile fantasy?
I can't point to where it all went wrong. But when the beacon was ready, revealing what happened didn't seem like a good idea.
Yeah, what happened to the other officers?
What happened to the other officers?
Anders found his conscience a little late to step back. He had an accident. Things got tense. End of the day, I was the one with the mechs. I got a little basic in setting examples. But I was kind to my people once things settled down. Seemed like I'd earned some peace.
You fought over people like they were toys. Things.
The stores from the ship couldn't last forever. You had to know this would end one day.
Dining for one can really stretch things out. Besides, I can think of a lot worse retirement plans than stripping down and joining the droolers. That was before the hunters, of course. Dumb or not, I'd feel it if they got their hands on me now. They want blood. I'd prefer to keep it.
It's all about you. Everything.
This is crazy. Like, I'm quiet because I'm trying to understand what the hell is going through this man's head.
You didn't feel any responsibility to get out of here for the sake of family?
I gave him a good start. He was a smart kid and was better off not following me. We figured that out a long time before I took jobs in deep space. And after things escalated here, it seemed best to just disappear off the galactic map.
Till you needed someone to save your ass.
Yep, pretty much.
What triggered the males to change and threaten you?
This planet has some strange cycles to it. I've seen some plants around I never saw before. Odd weather. Maybe some just adapted a little too well.
And if you treat them like animals, big shock. They become animals.
We can undo the damage, can we? There's no science behind what it does to people's nervous system after they don't eat the flora anymore.
We can help these people. Cerberus can have ships here in days and pull everyone out.
He's not worth the fuel to haul him out or the air he's breathing. He's damn lucky I don't think he's even worth pulling the trigger. I don't know who you are, because you're not any father I remember.
Well, he can't escape the law now. Yeah, there's enough evidence against him that he will rot forever. Leave him in the hell he made? You can choose to let him stay here in his hell paradise. Oh man, or we can shoot him. He seems pretty convincing. He has enough like evidence that I feel like he could get away with it in the law, in the eyes of the law, and that would just make me sick. Let's leave him here. Let's leave him here in the hell that he made. He can suffer here for the rest of his days. He wanted this.
Maybe we go arrange pickup for the rest of the survivors while the acting captain deals with the hole we punched through his max.
Now wait, I'm supposed to get rescued. The crazy ones, you don't know what they'll do to me.
They'll kill you. Eventually.
Yeah.
My father was a different man, Shepard. A good man. Wish I'd found him.
Jacob!
You were a better man dead. As far as I'm concerned, you still are.
Jacob!
What a sick person. feel sorry for him at all. Oh! Okay. Holy. Survivors from Aeia are being treated by Alliance personnel with additional Cerberus support. Pleased to see Taylor unharmed psychologically by the experience. I was wondering that too. Like, as I did click for the father to just stay there on the island and reap what he sowed, I was wondering with Jacob's eyes, I was like, maybe I made the wrong decision in front of him. I shouldn't have done that. I wish it was more like up to him. I mean, I guess it kind of was. He was like, you're not even worth the bullet, my bullet in your head. You deserve to just be dead to me, but I'm not going to be the one to kill you. So what a crazy, crazy, crazy mission. So he's the one who set the timer before the crash. I still feel like I want to know, like, why? Like, what in your brain made you think that it was going to be okay? What the heck? I feel like it's so crazy to think that Jacob's father could be this delusional, that Jacob never really saw it. But then again, like, I keep remembering that Jacob talked about the strain on the relationship with his father and how he always was just an authoritative figure that demanded things and blah, blah, blah. So, I mean, I am a little bit shocked that Jacob's father did all of this to these poor people and then just sat there like a king for 10 years until things got bad enough that he was like, oh, better save my butt. Maybe I'll get away with it. Like, it's so disgusting and sick. And I feel really, really bad for Jacob that he had to witness this. He had to see what his father has become. But I feel like Jacob handled it really well in saying that that's not my father. Like, that's not him. I don't know who you are, but you are not the person that I thought you were. And you have already been dead to me. And I have made my bed. I don't think about it anymore. So hopefully Jacob is okay after this. It does say that he is unharmed psychologically, which is good, and that his father is now dealt with and he can focus on the mission. But wow, what a juicy, crazy, twisty, turny mission. I was not expecting any of that to go down the way that it did. It was very interesting. Jeez.
Alliance ships are inbound to pick up survivors, Commander. We can be long gone by the time they get here.
Okay.
Don't even give them the tail lights.
Roger that.
What do you mean it wasn't you?
Jacob, if I had leaked the information about the Gernsback, I would be smiling at your resolution of the situation. I am not smiling.
Are you still toying with us?
Really? Because given the result, it feels like something you'd have your hands in.
You know very little about me, Shepard. Don't presume to understand my intentions. Cerberus is ultimately about humanity. My people are valuable to me.
Fine. You didn't forward it. So who did?
I did.
Miranda? She gave him the information? The obvious insider? To help him or mess with him? Probably help him, right?
Was it supposed to be a favor, or did you just want to see him squirm?
What he did with it was his own business. There was a time when it mattered to you. Sending this along seemed like keeping an old promise. I keep my promises.
Miranda, we'll discuss your liberal interpretation of security protocol in private. Shepard, Jacob.
I feel like you should say thank you. Are you okay?
You good with this, Jacob?
It's all bull, Shepard. Captain Taylor's body has some catching up to do, but the man died a long time ago. I've already dealt with that. I guess he was a good enough father that even he can't screw up what he taught me.
You surprised about Miranda?
You had no idea Miranda was behind this.
No, she's got a good memory. Selective, but good. I haven't thought about those days in a long time. Can't figure which promise she meant, though. Not sure I really want to know. She requires a better man than I.
Interesting. It was kind of good of Miranda to do that. I mean, she didn't really force it on him, but she gave him information that if he wanted to act on it, he could. And if he didn't want to act on it, then he can just, you know, he said that he already dug the grave and put his father in the grave mentally. So this is kind of closure, a bit. But in the same note, it's hard to think that your father could be capable of doing something like that, no matter how strained the relationship was.
Come on, we got work to do.
Aye, Commander. Shepard. Thanks for the help.
One time only. You're welcome.
Anytime, Jacob.
We're not gonna be mean to Jacob. Renegade. Oh yeah, I did say some renegade stuff to the elusive man. Alright, let's go see if Mordin has anything to say. I might just be annoying him again, though.
Shepard, how can I help?
Have you got a minute to talk?
Later, better. Think I've cured Joker's condition. Simple treatment would... No. Would cause liver failure. Never mind. Start from scratch. Anything else?
I'll let you work.
We'll be here if you need me.
That's awesome that he's, like, trying to cure Joker's... Aw, that's actually really sweet. Alright, let's go talk to Jacob and see what he has to say, if anything.
Thanks for diverting to the Gurns back, Shepard. I appreciate being able to clean up that mess. Maybe not the best way to learn about the relatives, but I'm glad it's done. What do you need?
I'm interested in getting to know you better.
Already? I'm not big on forcing these talks, Shepard. Let's do this later.
We'll talk later.
Commander.
Okay. I guess we did have, like, a pretty big conversation with him already after the elusive man, so... Let's see what Joker has to say about all of this. I don't think we talked to him last episode. I think I skipped him for some reason. I'm like remembering now that I don't think we've talked to him in a while.
Man, the stuff with Jacob's dad, it's bullshit, right? Because it looked like bullshit to me.
Yeah, it was total bull.
What do you think about the people we're picking up?
Well, about the ones you went out with last, Jacob is way too nice a guy for the number of ways he knows how to kill people. And Thane seems like the strong, sensitive, murdering type. You know, those are always great to have around, a real cuddler. It's just my opinion, though. There's really no need to go spreading it around.
I love his description of Thane.
I assume everything's going well up here?
Good for now. Fractured my thumb on the mute, but I think I made my point.
That's it for now.
See you, Commander.
There's our favorite saying. Alright, let's go see if we have any messages. Talk to Kelly. Make some rounds. Jacob's mission did not go how I thought it was gonna go. I am, like, a little bit disturbed.
How may I help you, Commander?
I feel like it's like how I'm feeling right now. I'm just, like, disturbed.
Is there anything I should know?
Nothing right now. Anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
I'll be here if you need anything.
So there's no
messages for you, Commander.
Are you sure? Okay. Alright, let's go talk to Thane real quick.
Do you need something?
Have a few minutes to talk?
Later. I'd like to consider what we've already discussed.
I should go.
I shall return to my meditations.
Okay, that's weird. Does that mean that we can't talk to Samara again, too? Because we did, like, a side quest, and then I came back and talked to people again, so I wonder if that, like, made it skip a rotation.
Shepard. I thought we could chat a bit. I would like that.
Oh, okay. Maybe it's just Thane.
You have been a good friend to me.
I'm glad we're friends. I want more? Can we be in a relationship with Samara? Why is it a renegade response?
Samara, we have a connection.
What?
I would not have dreamed that one so young could touch me.
Oh, that's weird.
But Shepard, you must put the thought from your mind. It can never be.
That was a really weird thing to say, Samara. I don't accept it, though.
Samara, it can be. You just have to open your mind.
I serve a code stronger and deeper than any feelings. If we survive this mission, my oath to you ends. I will be bound by the code again. That makes a relationship impossible.
But you said... Oh, what a... What? Everything that I was just thinking went out of my mind when I read that one. But she said that she could have relationships with people. It wasn't like bound by the code that she couldn't. Or is that only because she's under the third oath right now? So like technically there are more areas of gray. But we asked her last episode if she was able to have like relationships, and she said yes, that they can as Justicars, but she chooses not to explore it because her days are over. Oh gosh, in a way, I kind of want to say this because it's really funny.
Nothing says we have to start a relationship.
Shepard, I am flattered by your persistence. If I were a maiden, I'd drag you to the floor right now. But I am not a maiden, and sex without emotion simply doesn't interest me. It will not be. Accept it.
Damn. Just got turned down. Oh man, maybe I should have said we should have been more like intimate. Oh my goodness. So maybe that answers my question from last episode. I asked you guys like if there was a relationship between Samara, but maybe it's just like that is all that it comes to. That's disappointing. I feel like being in a relationship with Samara would be really cool. All right. Who haven't we talked to yet? That like flustered me. We can go try to talk to Miranda, maybe. Maybe she'll have more to say about the Jacob thing. Maybe not though.
Commander, what can I do for you?
Do you have a minute, Miranda?
There's a lot to do, Shepard. Maybe another time.
I'll let you work.
Of course, Commander.
I miss talking to Miranda. I feel like we flew by all of her problems so fast. But then again, we are on episode 22. I guess we're like kind of coming down to the
Shepard,
end here.
Need me for something?
I don't want my time in Mass Effect 2 to end.
Have you got a minute?
Can it wait for a bit? I'm in the middle of some calibrations.
Okay.
Talk to you later, Garrus.
I'll be here if you need me.
And I think we're pretty much done with Grunt. Let's go talk to Jack, and then I think that's pretty much it. Now that it's probably been a few days.
Hey. Tell me something I don't know about you.
Nothing to tell. Why?
I'm curious.
I want to know more, and I'm not going away.
I'm here to fight for you. Nothing says we have to be friends, but whatever. Something you don't know, huh? Obvious stuff like what's up with my ink, or something else just as boring. You're not really interested unless it affects you. I've been through all this shit before.
But what if I really care? Poor Jack.
I could be genuine. You have no way of knowing.
I have eyes, and I have history. You'll back off. As soon as you realize you're not the first, and I'm immune to your help.
What do the tattoos mean?
I'll bite. What's with the tattoos?
Some are for prisons I've been in. Some are for kills. You know, good ones. Some are for things I've lost. Those aren't your business. They're nobody's business. And some are because, hey, why the fuck not?
You work pretty hard at not letting people get close.
I've been with lots of people. If you're asking about a boyfriend or a girlfriend, no. It's a waste of time and it never works. You let someone get that close, it just means they need a shorter knife. Lonely and alive works just fine, thanks.
Seems like you miss it a little more than you want to admit.
Pick every little word apart if you want, but it doesn't change the way the galaxy works. Come on, you've been around.
I am sad. She said girlfriend, but we're not allowed to romance her as Femme Shep. So like, I'm confused why she even mentioned that. I thought it's just because like she's straight, which is fine, but I don't understand why she mentioned girlfriend. But then like, we don't have the words are escaping me, but we can't romance Jack.
Tough, but you can't have survived alone all these years. When I was starting out, I ran with this girl Manara and her boyfriend. They knew their way around. I thought they'd help me. Right. They helped me into their bed, and when we finally did take down something big, they helped themselves to my share of the take. I knew where it was heading, and I got them first. Never bothered with friends after that.
You knew they would kill you?
They sound like selfish pricks. That doesn't mean they were gonna kill you. I get feelings. I don't need proof. I did the smart thing. I always do the smart thing if people fuck with me. That's probably something you should remember.
That doesn't mean that they deserve to die. I mean, just because they screwed you over doesn't mean that they need to get murdered. I feel bad for Jack. I talked about it last time, and every single time that I talk to her now, I pick up on all of it because it's something that I, of course, have been through personally. She doesn't trust anyone. She doesn't want to make relationships with anyone. She's constantly thinking that she's gonna get the carpet swept up from underneath of her, and it's a really sad, dark, deep, lonely way to live. And I just hope that she pulls out of it and starts to trust us at some point, because you need a friend. I'll never forget the friend that I made that pulled me out of one of my really, really dark moments. And just being able to finally form a friendship with someone after everything that I had been through, and getting through my own mental barriers of like, this person isn't out to hurt me. This person isn't out to mess with me. This person doesn't want me to live my life in suffering. And like, coming to that realization and being able to fully trust somebody was such a relief and such a weight off of my shoulders. Because I was just like Jack. When I got out of my really bad time with my parents, I was just like her. People wanted to help me, and I was always saying no, or why, or no, you don't want to help me. What are you talking about? I was constantly just like on edge and ready to pounce at any moment and run away, or every place that I went to looking for an exit, looking for a place that's safe, looking for a place that I could hide. And I hope that she gets over that eventually, because it's not easy. It's not easy living like that in constant fear. And I feel for her.
I have to go, but we should do this again. Wait, my turn with the questions. People usually walk by now. Why are you really asking all these things? What's your game, Shepard? I've never met anyone like you. Whatever. It'll come back to what you can take. It always does. Later, Shepard.
I'll take that as a moment of clarity for Jack. Being like, wait, why do you really care? She wants the reassurance. Productive conversation. I really feel for Jack. I really, really, really feel for her. I know, maybe not to the extent, obviously, but pretty darn close. So we could go do that next mission, that like side quest one, where we pick up some stuff from, I think it was like a crash shipment or some sort of like cargo shipment. Let me look at my journal. From both of these places, and we will have enough money hopefully from this one to go finish up the Omega one. So it's the Dark Hourglass Nebula. Okay. Yeah, because after we do like some of these side quests, we should have enough money for like all of the upgrades, hopefully on Ilium. We'll just have to see. Alright, let me get some fuel first, and then we'll enter the mass relay. Oop, I didn't fill up all the way. All right. Omega. Wait, that's what it was, right? Or no, hourglass. Okay. Smuggle cargo. Daratar. Planet Daratar in the Faryar system is a suspected Eclipse smuggling site. Cerberus is interested in obtaining the materials kept at this site. Operatives will be paid handsomely for any intact crates retrieved from the site. Be aware that Eclipse would rather see the cargo destroyed than lose it to a rival organization. Payment will be made once the acquisition of undamaged crates is verified. So we're gonna have to keep as many crates undamaged as possible. This should be interesting. I want to bring Jack. Look at her new outfit. It's so much better. It's literally the same outfit, but like her boobs are finally covered. Wow, love it. Very creative. And I think I'm gonna bring Morden too. Does he have other outfits? Oh yeah, he has like just the weird. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna bring both of them with me. All right. There's just mechs chilling down there. Jeez. I guess they're guarding the cargo. Destroy heavy mechs. Stop the heavy mechs before they destroy the valuable smuggled cargo. Okay. Intact crates remaining 20. Oh, I gotta put stuff on my gun. Oh, there's 3 of them. There's one more over there. Let's put that there because that helps against, yeah, like heavy damage against barriers and stuff. Okay. We'll do shockwave on 5. Morden's thing. Actually, let's move that to 6 because I don't think we'll really be using shockwave too often with these guys. They are way too chunky. All right, we'll put this on this gun. Oh. That guy, hang on. That guy is just over there.
Got no shield.
He's just over there destroying stuff. Hang on. Oh no, I'm gonna die. Okay. So I somehow need to get like all of their attention. I need to get their attention so that they're not destroying them on the side. That's crazy. Hang on, we have to change your appearance back. What in the world? How am I gonna do this? So we have the cane, which is apparently supposed to be like super with a large area of effect. Very effective against armor, shields, and barriers. All right, let's just try to use the cane. This is crazy. I feel like we're not gonna come out of here with a lot of money if we're gonna try and stay alive. Cause like by the time I was dying, it had gone down like 3 crates already. So yeah, let's just go ahead and do this first. Okay, we'll do that and then this 5. And I don't think this is gonna do anything for us. Let's do that, and then I don't know how the heck this thing works, but we're about to learn today. Does not affect heavy weapons. Okay. So yeah, let's just
Bada boom.
Big boom, big bada boom.
Oh my god. of mission? That's it? We got all 20 crates. It destroyed all of them? Holy schmolies. This is a heckin' gun. Big bada boom. Oh my god. How did that just happen? Enemy ship spotted in orbit. IFF ID confirmed Cerberus. Beginning farewell protocol. Engaging security systems. Farewell protocol complete. So they were just here to destroy all of the remaining crates, which we got 20 out of 20. One hit and 3-4. I have heartburn. 3-4 mechs were just like exploded simultaneously. That's absolutely wild. Holy crap. All right, I'm just gonna go around and like loot a little bit. Okay. I'm like, I'm blown away, literally. That was insane. How much money do we get for this? 20 of the 20 crates were saved. 7,500. How much would we have gotten if we didn't save all of them? Jesus. Okay. Thanks. An avocado, thanks. I feel like we should have gotten at least like 10K.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Okay. We got 2. Nice work on Daratar. Cerberus command. Nice work. We knew Eclipse was hiding valuable cargo on Daratar, but we could land without the fear of their mercs destroying the crates. Well, don't worry. We took care of them. We wired their credits into your account. Damn good to have you with us, Shepard. From Leslie. Who? I am Leslie. I was on Aeia. The food was making me sick. The doctors are helping me now. One doctor knows Jacob. He says he can tell you this. He could write this for me, but I want to do it. I need to use my words. My words are coming back. I can talk well. Reading is hard, but I'm getting better. I have to get better. Taylor wanted me to like this. He wanted my words gone. I have to show him that he lost. I am not weak. He did things to me, and he can't now. He can't take away my words. He cannot make me... He can make me not me. He can't make me not me anymore, because you and Jacob stopped him. Could you imagine what she's going through right now? His dad was so messed up. Let's go see if we can talk to Jacob about anything, since we did do a side quest. Crazy side quest.
Commander, can I help you with something?
I'm more interested in just talking for a bit.
Oh, geez.
Sounds good. I could use some downtime. There's always something, right? The way some people talk, we may as well be dead already. Hard for the crew to relax on this kind of job.
The ship needs a bar. It does have a bar, actually, in Kasumi's room. We can't let our guard down. How are you doing? Yeah, I guess I'll just say the ship needs a bar.
No kidding. The next Normandy gets a lounge.
They better not need to do this again. Rebuilding everything was a pain in the ass.
I can verify that.
Yeah, I bet you can. I doubt they'll front the money to stitch me back together if we screw it up. It's a hell of a job, isn't it, Shepard? Being the good guys.
Work on your attitude. I wouldn't know. Yeah, it usually is.
Wouldn't be the high road if it was easy.
You've got to figure if all the people hoping we win stood up, the collectors would have a much bigger fight on their hands. Claws, whatever. I bet we have a lot more friends once we win. Hope we live to see it.
I hear that.
Anyway, I need to get back to work. Good talking to you.
Why is every time that we talk to Jacob, it's like such in a flirtational, like she puts on her sexy voice, like it irritates the hell out of me. I'm gonna go see if Kelly has anything to say too.
How may I help you, Commander?
Is there anything I should know?
Nothing right now. Anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
I'll be here if you need any.
All right, so I do want to go down and see if we can talk to them again since we did complete a side mission. I'm just curious if Thane has anything left to say, or because we didn't really get to talk to Thane last time. It was weird.
Do you need something?
Have a few minutes to talk?
Later. I'd like to consider what we've already discussed.
Okay.
I should go.
I shall return to my meditations.
Okay. We haven't talked to Kasumi in a while.
Hey, Shepard. Jacob deserves better than a father like that. I probably would have wanted to shoot him too. I can see why Jack is the way she is. I don't like it, but I get it.
It's a good way of putting it. I don't like it, but I get it.
It must have been really hard for Samara to ask you to help kill her own daughter. She told me she really appreciated your help. As hardcore as she is, I'm not sure she could have done it without you. Come back later. I'm sure I'll have more to talk about.
Okay. I like how she always comments on the crew. She never really says anything much about herself. Just her items around the room she does. But like when we go talk to Kazim, Zaid. I did it. I fixed it. When we talk to Zaid, he's very like, one time back in this camp, I was, you know, he like goes on and on and on about himself. He never actually interacts with the other crewmates, which is interesting. Just very about his war stories.
Shepard.
How are you?
Perhaps we could speak later. I wish to meditate.
Maybe it's because we asked her to do the sexy time.
How are you?
Perhaps we could speak later. I wish to meditate.
I should go.
Of course.
Okay, we'll try again later. I hope that's not the end of everything for her and I.
Hey. What's happening? You got a lot of questions, don't you?
I'm interested.
I miss your friendly nature when you're not around. Been thinking. We've seen a lot of shit together now, and you're always coming to talk to me. It's just, I'm not really a girls' club kind of person. I like you, all right? That's a good place to stop.
Oh, okay. I just want to be your friend. I want to be there for you. All right, everyone, that's it for today. What a weird loyalty mission that we went on with Jacob today. I feel like super disturbed about it. Like that's the only feeling that comes to mind when I think about what just happened with Jacob and his father, is just like completely disturbed. That something like that was going on a planet for that long, like 10 years. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh no, everyone's dying. There's no more food supply for me. People are coming after me now. Guess it's time to do the distress beacon and act like nothing happened. And then for like Jacob not even to know that his father could be capable of something like that is also just like completely wild. But every time that we talked to Jacob about his father, he always talked about how he never really had a serious relationship with him. He was always gone on business and that he didn't really get to know him. But I kind of want to go back and read that message that his father sent him. I don't know if it's something that we can go back and read, or I can't remember if it was on like the Shadow Broker ship, but it was like the final message between Jacob's father and him. And all I can remember from it is just him being like supportive of his son, saying that he's more of a man than he is, saying that he needs to do good by himself and not follow in the footsteps of his father. And now it makes sense because that was the last message that he sent to him, knowing what he was about to get into. It's gross. It is severely gross and disturbing. I'm glad that he got what he deserved. I feel like surviving in a prison and being taken into custody was not enough justice for him. He ruined people's mental health by, you know, however many people survived, he ruined everyone's mental health there. What they had to go through and endure and survive is awful, and he deserved to get taken by the hunters, by the people that he turned into these awful people. Just thinking about what happened between like the women camp and the men camp, and him like being their savior and like making the cross like thing, like it's so disgusting. I feel like he got what he deserved. I know it was like a middle reaction. I think I got like a split between Paragon and Renegade in that one, which is very interesting. I think he got what he deserved. I didn't want to be the one to shoot him. I didn't think that it was in my decision to do that. I also didn't want to shoot him in front of Jacob because that just looks bad. So Jacob made the decision to not kill him, said you're better off dead to me. So I'm just gonna consider you dead 10 years ago, like I have been. And that's how he sleeps at night. I sleep tonight by knowing that he got what he deserved and that we didn't really do anything to try to save him. I mean, technically taking him into custody would have been like saving him from the hunters. So that kind of made me feel gross inside and icky. So he got what he deserved in my eyes. What a strange, crazy loyalty mission. Surprisingly juicy considering how kind of boring Jacob is. I think it's the game's writing's fault in how boring Jacob is to me, just because I feel like every interaction that we have with him, even down to asking him how he's doing, is coming across as us flirting with him, and it makes me feel weird. So I try to just stay away from him, and unfortunately, that is the game's writing's fault on Jacob. I feel like we are coming down to the final wire on loyalty missions. We only have Kasumi and Zaid's now to finish up, and we also have the IFF mission. So I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do next time. I know I normally am like, this is what I'm planning to do next time. This is what we're gonna do. Stay tuned. But right now, or just stay tuned for the unknown. I could go do the IFF mission next. I could go do Kasumi and Zaid's missions next. I don't really know where my heart is gonna take me. I do know that I want to finish up the Omega mission. I think I'm gonna start preparing in the beginning of next episode, so we'll probably start off with that one. As far as where we head from then is up in the air. So I hope you guys have enjoyed the journey so far. I feel sad and nostalgic that I feel like we're coming down to like the really big juicy end finale here, and it has been such a really fun and awesome ride that I do not want to end. I hope you guys feel the same way about how awesome this journey has been so far, but I will see you all in the next one. Bye everyone.